All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. It's Logan Hall coming to you with your training tip of the month. Follow up. But let's get serious, you guys. Follow up is very important. Are you following up? How are you following up? How consistently are you following up? Oftentimes we go through all this work to generate leads, to get people's name, phone number, and email addresses. And we try to touch them once or twice and then we throw them in the wastebasket. Don't do that, you guys. It takes more than 1 or 2 times to touch them to get them engaged, to cultivate them as a client. So today we're going to be talking about the 5 tips of following up. The telephone. Yes, the telephone. Pick up that phone and make a call. Don't need to call them necessarily the same day that you meet them. The next day is good. Little bit different from that rule when you first meet somebody and you get a phone number. How many days do you wait to make the phone call? Do you wait 2? Do you wait 3? Do you wait a week? No, 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 no. You wait no more than 1 day to make sure that you personally reach out and try to follow up with a phone call. Engage with them. Thank them for coming by the open house. Thank them for giving you their information, however you met them. Have a reason for you to call them. Did you get my emails that I sent? Did you get my text message? We'll talk about other methods of follow-up here later on in the training video. But pick up this phone and make a call. That's tip number 1 on follow-up. Make the call. Tip number 2. Make sure you send an email. A lot of people don't like to answer their phone, especially if it's coming from a phone number they don't recognize. So make sure that you send a detailed email to follow up with your conversation that you had initially, whether it was at the open house, met them walking into the grocery store, or when you were getting your hair cut. We talked about as tip number 1 to make the phone call, but tip number 2, make sure you send an email. Text message. We all can text these days. Send the text message. You send an email, you never know if your email goes through. Could be blocked by a spam filter. You may have the incorrect email address. Maybe it was illegible when you got it at the open house when they signed in. Phone calls. Not everybody checks their voicemail all the time, especially with caller ID. If you don't recognize the number, are you gonna answer it? Text message. Falba, we know you're a text messaging machine. Get that phone out. Send a text message. Hey, it's Falba. Just wanted to follow up and see if you got my email and my phone call. Reference your other forms of contact that you put in there. Send the text message. We all know these days, text message is a #1 way of communication. Unfortunately, it's very impersonal, but what we've got to do as agents is cover every base when we're communicating. Make the phone call, send the email, send a text. Falba, keep on texting. Step number 4, write a thank you card. When was the last time you got a thank you card in the mail, handwritten by somebody? Been a while, hasn't it? Take the time. It takes a couple minutes to pull out this thank you card, handwrite in it. Carol, thanks for stopping by the open house. It was great to meet you today. Please let me know if you or anyone else you know needs help in real estate. Thanks and have a great day. Logan. Thank you card. Imagine the feeling they're going to get. They met you on Saturday at an open house. And Tuesday, they go and check the mail. Don't know the address that's on it. Pop it open, and there's a handwritten thank you card from the realtor I met on Saturday. What's that going to do for your relationship? Do you think they're going to think a little more extra special about you? Do you think they're going to like you a little bit more? I can guarantee they will. Thank you cards are huge. Handwrite them as soon as you're done. Get them in the mail. The quicker, the better. And lastly, tip number 5, social media. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Any way you can connect with them on social media. We all know Facebook is probably number 1 on social media. Let's say you met John Smith at the open house and you went into Facebook and typed in John Smith. Might be a little difficult to narrow it down, but if you do a little bit investigating, you know maybe where they were from or you met them in person, you know what they look like, might take you a couple minutes to find them, but friend them on Facebook. You know those guys over at C21 are huge on trying to get us to use that social media, and it is huge. Let me tell you that social media is a huge part of my business. Over 25% of my business this year has come from social media in one way or the other. Friend them on Facebook. Send out a tweet. Find them on LinkedIn. If you're on Instagram, Pinterest, any of these other social media platforms, make sure you get out there. Again, those guys at C21 tell us that it's very important. Make sure you're on your social media.
Not that I can think of. How about you?
Well, went to an open house, kind of thinking about possibly listing our home and maybe...
So Mike went with you?
Mike went with me, and we went in and this agent in the home, real nice, gave him my information, hoping, you know, I talked to him briefly about listing my home, and he seemed real excited, and I gave him all my information and haven't heard from him.
That's crazy.
I don't know if you know anybody who, you know, any realtors or whatnot. I was hoping.
CMA report?
What do you want?
Judy.
What?
Peekaboo. I see you.
What the heck?
I have the perfect home for us. I mean for you.
How did he get on there?
Since I've been doing all 5 steps to follow up, my pipeline's so bright, I gotta wear shades. No, just kidding, you guys, but in all seriousness, make sure you follow up. Don't go through all this work holding open houses, networking, getting people's information, and simply not doing anything with it. Make sure you follow up. We talked about the 5 steps to follow up. Give them a phone call. Don't wait a week. Send them an email. Do that immediately. Send them a text. Send them a handwritten thank you card. And lastly, find them on social media. If you go through all 5 steps of follow-up, you're going to give yourself the best chance to convert these leads into clients. Remember, it's Logan Hall. I'm here for you any way you need me. Phone call, text message, email. Want to send me a thank you card? That's cool too. Or find me on social media. I'm here for you any way I can help. Remember, go out and make it a great day.